Hey, so today I am here to discuss a whole art pop a flop ordeal. The thing is that everywhere, in fact, ever since the album first charted, it has been called a flop because it has sold 258,000 copies in its first week, while the last album, Born This Way, sold 1.1 million in the first week. Let me tell you why you should not be calling it a flop. Because if that is the case, you should be okay, think about this. Oops, I did it again. Over 1 million in first week. Britney, about 745,000, or close to that, in his first week. So, Britney's a flop. Is that an album that's a flop? No, because it has gone over multi-platinum status. Therefore, you should not judge art pop only because it is sold less than the last album in its first week. How come? Okay, well, actually, think about this. When I was around, I did not hear people calling the Fame a flop when it sold 24,000 in its first week. You know what happened to that album after that? Sold about 4 million copies in the US. Is that a flop? So, okay, here are my reasons that you should not call it a flop. Right now, it is gold status. You'd think, okay, 2 months, only gold. Think about this. I'm pretty sure it didn't take Britney like 2 weeks to pull out a million selling album. Granted, it took her about 6 weeks, but Circus. Okay, that's a good album to put an example. Uh, you know, it didn't take it didn't take 1 week for it to go platinum. It didn't. The only album of hers that went platinum in 1 week is Oops, I Did It Again. But I don't want to focus on Britney. So apparently, it's only a flop because it sold less than the last album. Okay, first of all, okay, now I'm going to go through my reasons. 1, the album is not done selling yet. 2, it has charted 4 top 40 singles. Granted, 1 charted outside the top 20, but it is still in top 40. Okay. It is gold status, yes. So that is. So far, I don't know. That's some sort of reason. That's some sort of number of reason. It is actually over 1 million copies worldwide. It is, I believe, the 4th biggest opening for a female. First being Beyonce, second being Katy, Miley being 3rd, and Lady Gaga being 4th. So it is within the top 5 first week selling albums for a female. Then, okay, number 1. In the US, UK, and basically top 5 everywhere else, or top 10. Except for Norway. Norway sucks. Actually, while I'm at my computer, let me check where it was in Norway. Never mind. Hungary, though, sucks. Outside the top 10. But here, let's put it like this. 1, 2. 30 countries got it to the top 10. It's not a flop. It still gets to me because... And the reason I'm making this video now is actually because I just saw a video of Wendy Williams kind of slamming art pop. It's like, you know what? If you're just... And she compares art pop to Beyonce. You know what? One, they're completely different things. And two, the only reason you're comparing them is because of sales. You know what? You might as well compare Prism to Beyonce and Bangers to Beyonce. Okay, and also Britney Jean to Beyonce. Why does nobody go after Bangers or Prism or Britney Jean? Oh, because right now Gaga is the major target. Only because it sold 258K. Why is nobody going after Britney? Because her new album sold 107,000. Compared to the last album, which sold about over 270. Compared to the other last album, and so on. To go back to that Oops, I Did It Again thing. Did anybody call Britney a flop because her third album sold less in the first week than Oops, I Did It Again? No. So why should you call Gaga a flop because Born This Way sold more art pop? Because of the whole 1 week thing. Really? I mean, you can't call it a flop because it sold less in 1 week than the last album. A previous album cannot be compared because it should not be attached to the new album. They are Born This Way and art pop, completely different things. And a lot of people are like, oh, you know what, Katy Perry is so much better now because art pop only just sold less. It's like, but still, even though it was less, it was not far behind. I love all the artists mentioned. I love Beyonce. I love the Daily Side of Britney, Gaga, Katy Perry. Not so much a fan of Miley Cyrus, but I digress. So I guess that just kind of ends it. So gold status in the U.S., #1 in 30 countries, 4 top 40 singles. 1 million copies sold worldwide. 4th biggest selling opening week for a female. Flop? I think not. I think not. So, art's not a flop.